Alright. Hello everyone. My name is Alex Booth, and I've actually been volunteering at Hannah Park for the past couple of years picking up trash off the beach, and I'm here to tell you the major effects that pollution is having on our environments. You know, one of the three major effects I would say is the air pollution to our atmosphere, the littering that gets into our oceans, and the effects that wildlife and marine life are having to face because of our pollutants. Alright, so first off, I'd like to tell you about how the atmosphere is being affected by pollution, by air pollution. Well, we drive around cars, and we have industry which all let out CFCs and carbon monoxide emissions, which are in turn depleting our ozone, and depletion of our ozone is actually letting in ultraviolet lights and actually causing the world to actually contain more heat, which is called the greenhouse effect, and contributing to global warming. Now, air pollution isn't only harmful to our planet, it's also harmful to us as human beings. In the city of Los Angeles, which has the highest number of asthmatics in the United States, also has the worst quality of air in the United States because of so much carbon emission and industry emissions that happen in that city. As you can see, that air pollution is having a very devastating effect to our atmosphere. Now, I'd like to talk to you about the next very major type of pollution, which is pollution into our oceans. Now, littering is a major cause of pollution. Everything that you litter ends up in the ocean, from washing into storm drains, going into a tributary river that washes into the ocean. Now, these plastics and other types of garbage collectively grow into a group, such as the one in the Pacific Ocean, which is the one right here, and grow into an island, and you cannot see underneath it. It's completely dark, nothing can grow underneath it. It's the size of Texas, and which is pretty massive. And that's only, I would say, they say 95% of all litter gets washed into the oceans, and they said 30% of it ends up on the beaches. So I'd say 65% of all of that leftover garbage is floating in our oceans, and some of it's creating giant islands of floating plastics and other types of garbage. And as the EPA said, that we have 95% of all of our litter goes into the oceans. And not only does litter get into the oceans, but chemicals from pesticides get to the ocean also. And these chemicals get into the oceans by runoff from farmers using the pesticides to keep off other types of harmful insects that are ruining their crops. Now, the ocean is very important to us, and the effects of the pollution that are having on it is very dangerous and consequential. Now, the last thing I'd like to talk to you about is the effects that the wildlife and marine life are having due to facing that this pollution is causing to them. Seagulls, pelicans, and other types of marine birds are, finding these types of plastics, choking on them, trying to eat them, stopping their digestive tracts and starving them to death. And fishes are also getting chemically induced from these chemicals that are in the water because they breathe it in and dying, and causing massive amounts of fish kills, which can cause hard breathing for humans. So, as you can see, the marine life is very, very, affected by the pollution. Now, wildlife also has a major effect from this pollution. Wildlife can also eat trash mistakenly as food and clog their digestive tract and starve them to death. And they can also get wrapped up in there, birds most likely, and not be able to fly, and that can make them where they can't go get food, which can also lead to their death. So, as you can see, to wrap everything up, pollution, and those three major topics that I just talked to you about: the air pollution, the pollution that's going into our oceans, and the effect that it's having on our wildlife and marine life, are very damaging to our world. And I just hope that many of you have gained knowledge from this presentation and will learn to, maybe help out with, cleanups, beach cleanups, like as do I, and make our world a better place to live. Thank you.